Hi, I'd like to introduce you to Tony, who's going to be talking to us today about the Craft Dragon ImPress, which is a brand new machine. Over to you, Tony.
Right, hello there. The ImPress is to take the place of the hot foiling machines that are exceptionally heavy and also very difficult to set up. To get the machine operational, you need the press, the imp, make ready matting which fits underneath the imp, and you need positioning mat. They all fit in together, and you need one last thing, which is a die. The die is made to slot on into the machine. It takes about 2 seconds and then the machine is fully. Once you have switched on the machine, the red light comes on. Allow it 3 cycles, which is the light to come on, go off, come on, go off, come on, go off, and then the machine is ready to use. We'll now take the substrate, which is at the moment card. It could be plastic, it could be leather, it could be wood, it could be paper. We slide it into the position we want. The arrows on the positioning mat showing us where the center area is that we are going to foil. The foil, when being placed onto the machine, has to have the coloured surface up. The glued side goes against the substrate. We then just pull down firmly, 1, 2, up, and we have a professional foiled image. This image can also be put onto leather. This is a leather bookmark, and I'm just now setting it up so that using the lines to say where it goes, and also still using the same foil because I don't want to waste the foil. I bring it down, and once again a perfect image on leather. We also at Craft Dragon have a very nice paper, and this has a beautiful finish to it, which we'll show you. Again, still using the same foil as before. I bring it down, and once again a perfect image. Simple, straightforward, and very, very cost effective. Before me is a selection of just a few of the foils that are available. We have many different styles of foil, from holographic to the just straightforward matte or shiny colours. And of course we have the rainbow foil, which is an exceptional foil. So with this, lots of fun, lots of crafting. But you can use the Craft Dragon ImPress for ink stamping also. You still need the make ready, the positioning mat, but you can purchase a flexi block. The flexi block, as with the imp, just clicks into position. Now we will do stamping like you've never been able to do before. We can position the stamp where we want on the surface of what we're wishing to stamp. Bring the stamp down, making sure that it is adhered properly. Taking an ink, we can ink that. Holding the positioning mat to keep the substrate underneath straight, we bring it down and we have an image. You will see here that part of the image has been missed. This was because I didn't bring it down with enough pressure. Now, I'm not going to use that colour I used before. I'm going to use a different ink, and I'm going to stamp that around a little bit, like so, holding the positioning mat so that the substrate can't move. I bring it down again, and as you see, it's in perfect positioning. As long as the substrate does not move, this flexi block will always bring your ink stamp back into the same place, which now gives you a completely new way of ink stamping, because we can use many different colours to create completely new and different effects. The first question is, what happens to my old kit? Is it redundant? Well, no. Your wooden ink stamping block is still very important, and because the way the Craft Dragon ImPress has been made and designed, putting blue tack on the back of your stamp, you can put it into position where you want it, bring down the flexi block connects to the blue tack, your wooden block is now ready to be inked. The way you ink it is to put your ink pad underneath the block where you want the ink to be. Now this means that if you have an ink stamp that you wish to multicolour, you can put your ink stamp there. We can put an ink stamp at the back. We can bring it down like that, pad it twice, 3 times, take it away. We put the substrate into position using the arrows on the positioning mat, bring it down, and we have stamped it. This just shows you I can do it in 2 places at once, and I could do this with 3 colours, 4 colours, or just 1 colour. Of course, when using the Craft Dragon ImPress, one of your most important accessories is your craft stamper. You also get a stamp with it, and they are so simple to use and to place onto the machine. Just put it in where you want it, bring it down, and again ink from underneath, and there you go, a perfect ink stamp every time. We've now shown you that the Craft Dragon ImPress can hot foil, can ink stamp, but now we're going on to another ability of the machine, embellishments. And one of the embellishments that it uses is rhinestones. Rhinestones can be in different colours and can fit onto card, velvet, t-shirts, paper, leather. Also, using special felt paper, you can put felt images onto clothing also. We now use a tri-plate, which we slide in to the imp on the press. We've now put that in position. We will now wait while the plate warms up. The unit is now heated up. It has taken about 10 minutes. We can adjust the heat with the control on the top. For the job that we're going to do, which is embellishments, we've got it at the highest temperature. We will also need to remove the positioning mat, and we now have a garment pad, thermal sheet, and a stencil of rhinestones. The different shapes and designs can be purchased from Craft Dragon. Now let's see how it works. This is a little t-shirt that we have already done some work on. I take the garment pad and place it inside the t-shirt. The reason for this is it allows the rhinestones to sit nicely in position and level. I now put this underneath the ImPress. When you've had clothes on a shelf, they become damp even though they feel dry. So we now bring the machine down with the tri-plate warm. We'll put it onto the garment for a few seconds and we'll lift it up. That has now dried that surface. The rhinestones are stuck onto a plastic adhesive paper which we can put on the garment like so. We take the thermo sheet, put it on top. I now bring down the ImPress, holding it in place for 30 seconds. This can vary. Sometimes it might only be 15 seconds depending on the material and what you are doing. Once it has had chance to adhere to the material, we take off the thermo sheet and we allow it to cool. The reason for this is because we have just glued the rhinestones on with heat. If we try to remove this while they're still hot, the glue will not have had chance to set. Once the glue is set, we then lift the paper, take it off. As you see, it is now a perfect finish and nothing falls off. You can wash this garment at 60 degrees. So, I've now shown you the Craft Dragon ImPress, a very versatile machine. Its only limitations are your imagination. I'm now going to leave you with a few samples of what this machine has done. Thank you.